As youth sports ramp up across Arizona, a preseason physical, it is more than just a box to check. Honestly, it can be vital. It can help identify health concerns before young athletes hit the field. And with extreme heat adding another layer of risk, making things even more complicated for parents and coaches, here's what you need to know on how to keep your kids safe during those practices and games. We've got Dr. Scott Steingard here with Optum Arizona to talk about what families need to do. And let's talk about getting those physicals, because sometimes if they're not required, parents just kind of skip over it and we get right into soccer, we get right into pom, cheer, whatever it is, band even, you mentioned that as well. Why are these physicals so important for our kids to really check in?
Well, it's a good opportunity for the kids who often don't go to the doctor that frequently to get a complete, thorough look over. We have a program that we've been doing for a number of years called TOPS, Team of Physician for Students, where we do a physical on every kid, and then we do an EKG on them as well. And if they need it, we do an echo. And we're looking for sudden death in kids, which is unfortunately so sad.
Yes.
We have really been advocating for getting all the kids in Arizona to get a good preseason checkup with a physical.
Why is that so important? Why is that something that we really need to consider?
We really think that a lot of times, like you said, it's not just checking a box. It's an opportunity for a healthcare provider to look a little deeper into the kid's history.
Yeah.
And that really gives them a leg up when they go into sports. Maybe talking to the athlete about getting a little more prepared before the season starts.
Listen, we are in a place that's different. I mean, Arizona, our kids operate differently with this heat and with what they have to deal with when they play sports outside. What are things that you wish every parent knew about preparing their kids for the fall? Technically, it's fall season, when really it's 110 degrees outside.
Well, the number one thing is preparation. If a student goes into the season and has not exercised all summer,
Yes.
and then goes into a very rigorous program, they can get themselves in trouble pretty quickly.
Okay.
So getting ready beforehand is really important. On the day of the practices, pre-hydrating. Before you ever even walk out on the field, making sure that you have plenty of fluids. And if the high school or the school doesn't have enough fluids, bring your own. Make sure you have not just water, but some other rehydrating product, Gatorade, Powerade, one of those that has electrolytes in them.
Oh, that's great. That's a great idea. You and I were talking about heat illness and what that actually looks like for a kid. What should parents, what should coaches know about what that is, other than a kid's, of course it's hot, of course they're complaining, of course they're sweating, but what does it actually look like when someone really is dealing with heat?
Oftentimes it starts with something very simple, a heat cramp. The legs start cramping up. We've seen it on professional sports. During the World Cup, the athletes would get in the heat, if they weren't used to it, they would get hot, they'd cramp up. And that's kind of the initial sign. They may start sweating more, they may start getting a little dizzy, vomiting, feeling poorly. Those are warning signs to coaches. And I'm happy to say in Arizona, our coaches have been fantastic about really looking for those signs out on the field.
Just such great reminders, because school starts and then we get right into sports. And you're right, with how the weather has been, our kids have been inside all summer long, and so to get right back into a routine, it's important that we check in with them. Dr. Steingard, thank you so much for your time with Optum Arizona. All right, everyone, we're going to be right back after this quick break. You are watching 12 News Today in AZ, live on the 12 News streaming app. Have a fabulous Friday. An update on your weather forecast coming up in 2 minutes. We'll see you.